Hello, people who are not me. I am Sire Goku, and welcome to my Wii screen. For those of you that were watching my last playthrough, I had just finished Mega Man 8, and I said that I was going to go and do the next game in the series, because I didn't want to make anyone wait too much longer. Because I had never originally managed to record this next game on my channel before. My old channel that got deleted, I never got around to recording this yet. For those of you that don't know, Mega Man 8 was the last game in the Classic series for a very, very long time. 1998 was when that was released on the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn. We did get Mega Man and Bass, which for the longest time was technically considered Mega Man 9. I'll bet in name only, because it was Mega Man and Bass. I do have Mega Man and Bass on my Wii U, but I'm not going to be playing that right now for two reasons. One, I'm going to be going in numerical order with the Classic series, so I'm going to be doing Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10. Secondly, Mega Man and Bass is ridiculously hard, and I don't really feel like pulling my hair out right now doing a Let's Play. But we're going to go on with Mega Man 9. For those that may not know, it has been 10 years since Mega Man 8. When Mega Man 9 was announced. We hadn't had a game in the Classic series for 10 whole years. Sure, the X series continued on till Mega Man X8. The Battle Network and Star Force series continued. The Mega Man Zero series had been done, and the ZX series was done, even though ZX kind of left on a cliffhanger, which to this day still kind of pisses me off, but we'll get to that if I ever get around to finding a way to do Mega Man ZX. But yeah, we hadn't had a game done in the Classic series of Mega Man for 10 years at the time of Mega Man 9's release. And as you can see, it looks a lot different from Mega Man 8. But I'll get into that as we play Mega Man 9. Oh, it feels so good to be playing this game again. It's been a long time since I played it. I'm probably going to be rusty. I may actually get a cup. I'm probably going to die a lot, but that's okay. Let's play Mega Man 9. Don't worry, I don't need the wrist strap. I'm playing with the Classic controller. Yes, you can play this game with the Classic controller, or you can hold the Wii Remote sideways and use it like an NES controller if you want. But we start the game off with Dr. Wily begging for forgiveness again, like he did at the end of Mega Man 8. Yes, do not adjust your TV. We have not gone back in time. It is still the year 2000XX. But no, this is the graphic style that Capcom decided to go with for Mega Man 9. They decided, since it's been so long since they did a Classic series game, they decided to go extremely retro, and even went so far as to make the game completely in 8-bit. And this was huge back when this was announced. This was the selling point for this game, although I think just making Mega Man 9 in general would have been a decent selling point. But hey, is Dr. Wily still up to his old tricks yet again? Because he's said he was sorry. Obviously, Dr. Light has to do something about it. Also, looks like Chun-Li has been out of the street fighting business for a while because now she's a news reporter. Heh. But apparently all the robots that are going berserk now are actually indeed Dr. Light's robots. And they're not lying. They actually are Dr. Light's robots this time. They're going so far back that I wonder if they're trying to make this... Well, they did say this was a spiritual remake of Mega Man 2, although the story feels more like a spiritual reboot of Mega Man 1, because all the robots that you're fighting in this game are indeed creations of Dr. Light. And Dr. Wily has a videotape of Dr. Light asking Dr. Wily to Join him to take over the world. You didn't even cover up the play icon in the top corner there. You even got a Swiss bank account. Fun fact, the number for Wily's Swiss bank account is actually the release date of Mega Man 1 in Japan, December 17th, 1987. I was about to say, really, you have to be an idiot not to know that this is a trick. But apparently, even 10 years after Mega Man 8, the humans in the Mega Man world are still dumb as bricks because they honestly believe that Dr. Light is trying to take over the world. If he was trying to take over the world, why would he having us answer his phone? Thankfully, Mega Man is smart enough to go, I know that Dr. Light's innocent, and I'm gonna go deal with it by taking down those robots. Because that's what Mega Man does. He goes out and saves the world from evil robots. Mega Man, you haven't done this in a while. Yeah, I know. He hasn't gone to save the world since Mega Man 8. Back in 1998. It's been 10 years! And I'm gonna let the intro play because I love the title theme for this game. Ah, such a great song. And we got the game menu, which is using the exact same menu music from Mega Man 2. Can you tell they really wanted you to remember Mega Man 2? This game had a challenges list. It's basically this game's achievements list. I have 80% of them. Some of them I am never going to do, such as this one, beat the game without missing a shot with the Mega Buster. Or this bitch of an achievement, clear the game without getting damaged. Screw that! I have come super close to doing that, though. I've managed to get to Wily's castle. Spoiler alert, Wily's the final boss. I've managed to get to Wily's castle. But you have to go through so much without taking damage, and it's infuriating. I love Mega Man to death, but I'm not that good. Don't expect this to be a no-damage run, because I still can't do it. But we got a whole bunch of stuff, but I'll get into those I'll get into like time attack, endless attack, and special stuff later. Let's just start a new game. We got ourselves 8 new robots. Concrete Man, Jewel Man, Hornet Man, Plug Man, Tornado Man, Galaxy Man, Magma Man, Splash Woman. Yeah, there was a lot of firsts in this too. Apparently there's a woman now. That's not just, Roll. Or Kalinka Cossack, or... first female Robot Master. I also kind of like this. They brought back the whole Mega Man looks at the Robot Master you're selecting from Mega Man 3. I like that. You can kind of make Mega Man look like he's dizzy by selecting things in a square. The other thing that's new, down here, you have a shop option. This is also a first for the classics. Well, not really, but first for an NES-style classic game. They brought back the shop from Mega Man 7 and 8. And so you can find bolts, so you can buy items, such as extra lives, E-tanks, M-tanks, energy tanks refill your life to full, M-tanks fill all your weapon and life energy at once. There's no weapon tanks in this game, just Mega Tank. You have an Eddie icon, which, when you use it, Eddie comes in and acts like he did in Mega Man 4, 5, and 6, where he will give you an item at random. Beat will protect you from pits. This is the energy balancer back from Mega Man 6. If you pick up a weapon capsule it automatically fills the weapon with the lowest amount of energy. Now we got the new items for this game. The half damage for 100 bolts. This will make you take half the damage you normally would for an entire stage, or until you die. But it's really helpful if you're going to go through a difficult stage and you don't want to take heavy amounts of damage. So you can use that to buff yourself up. You have the Spike Guard, which protects you from instant death on spikes for one hit. But you can you can stack these two. You can actually stack. You can buy multiple copies of the half damage and the spike guard. You can also buy I think you can buy multiples of beat as well. So if you're really worried about taking damage, you can stockpile on half damage, spike guards, and beat. And then you have these two other items here. This Roll icon will change Roll's outfit from the dress she's wearing now to the dress she wears in Mega Man 8, if you have 200 bolts to spare. And then you can also buy this book that makes Mega Man take off his helmet for 20 bolts. And when you're not wearing when Mega Man's not wearing his helmet, he takes double damage. So if you want a self-imposed challenge on yourself, go ahead and buy that. Alright, with all that done, with all that explanation out of the way, let's go and move on to our first Robot Master. I'm going to start with Splash Woman. And for those of you that have played Mega Man Zero, you may recognize her design being very similar to that of Leviathan from Mega Man Zero. This game was created by Inti Creates, or developed by Inti Creates, the same people responsible for the Mega Man Zero series and the ZX series. So that would explain why she looks so much like Leviathan. But we got ourselves our water stage. Mega Man can jump, he can shoot, he can... Where's my charge shot? Oh, maybe I did something wrong. But he can slide... Nope! No! You have no slide or charge shot in this game. This game is harkening back to Mega Man 1 and 2 style, and that means no slide and no charge shot. So if you're used to that, I don't know what to tell. Hope you're good at Mega Man 1 and 2, because that's the gameplay style that you got. And I already took damage, so much for my no damage run that I was never planning on doing in the first place. But yes, when they said they were going back to the NES style of games, they went back to Mega Man 1 and 2. They did that on purpose because they knew that Mega Man 1 and 2, specifically Mega Man 2, was the most popular, so they were trying to bring back as much nostalgia for that game as possible. You can actually fall to the left and get that one up, but then it's really risky, at least for me, it's really risky to fall through those spikes. But this fish keeps respawning here, and you can use this to farm for extra life if you really desperately need it. You just run to the right. Run to the right a little bit, turn and fire when he's on screen. If you're lucky, he'll drop a weapon, he'll drop a life capsule or something. I'm not getting lucky, so whatever. I'm gonna try one more. Nope. And you got these mines. The mines won't actually activate until you get close enough to them, or if you shoot them. And of course, the guy drops a life energy thing. Oh well. There's also life energy there, but I'm not going to risk going through the right side there to get that. But yes, so that's pretty much all that's at least all the gameplay explanations out of the way. It's Mega Man 1 and 2. But it's not going to play... It feels like Mega Man 1 and 2, but it's definitely not on the same difficulties as Mega Man 1 and 2. I'll tell you that much right now. I will say that this game is much, much harder than Mega Man 1 and 2. I know a lot of people say that Mega Man 2 is difficult. I don't think it is at all. It's one of my favorite games. But, yeah, a lot of people would consider Mega Man 2 very, very difficult. Oh, sorry, a friend of mine is talking to me. Be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway. Kind of lost my train of thought there. For those of you that have played Mega Man 5, you may recognize this puzzle. If you can call it a puzzle. It's a throwback to Waveman. You had the exact same bubble layout. bubble riding segment that was in Waveman. And I believe I even pointed that out in my Mega Man 5 playthrough. If you want to, you can get that bolt in the top right there, but I'm not going to go for it. Just making sure I'm still recording properly. As well as my friend that's talking to me, but that's okay. But yeah, as I was saying, while this game does harken back to Mega Man 1 and 2, I honestly, while a lot of people consider Mega Man 2 to be difficult, I don't, personally. That may be because I grew up with that game, but I don't think Mega Man 2 is very hard. Sure, it has difficult sections, but I don't think it's as hard as people make it out to be. I'm gonna try and get some extra energy here. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, I think this game is much harder than Mega Man 2. And then we got this water block puzzle here, which... Be careful, because I've actually screwed up on this quite a few times. Actually, as much as I hate to do it... Actually, no, I don't think I can actually do that either. There we go! There we go, that's more like it. You do have the Rush Coil, but I don't think the Rush Coil can actually make that jump. But yeah, the Rush Coil is back as well, so... There we go! I was having a hell of a time trying to do this section earlier. Okay, and this part's kind of difficult too, because you have to worry about jumping too high into the spikes there. There we go! I knew I could do it! Alright, sweet. Take that, frickin' jumping puzzle. This is not my first attempt at this recording, can you tell? Anyway. Yeah, that's by far the hardest section of this stage. And... really, that's not saying a lot. This is by far the easiest level. Well, I wouldn't say it's the easiest of the Robot Masters that you can fight, but it's up there. There we go. Nice touch here, too. You have the Dr. L on the door entrance instead of Dr. W. More proof that these bosses were indeed creations of Dr. Light instead of Dr. Wily. But here we go. We got Splash Woman. What she does is she's going to sing and make fish come at you in a in rows of 3, and then she's going to try and stab you. And I screwed that up horribly. Normally I don't get stabbed right there. As long as you keep moving, she should never hit you. So there you go. That's her attack pattern. She has her laser trident, and then she sings, which makes fish appear, and then she tries to stab you. And I might actually die, because I haven't played this in a while. Yeah, this is gonna be a clutch. There we go! Oh, very, very clutch. I am rusty as heck with this game. But hey, I beat it. And for beating Splash Woman, we get ourselves a new weapon. The Laser Trident. They also brought back the Get a Weapon theme from Mega Man 2. Again, they really want you to remember Mega Man 2. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there for a part. It's kind of a short one. It's only one Robot Master, but I think I'm gonna call it that. So I'll save here. Yes, you can save. So you don't have to do this all in one sitting. So that's a plus. All right. So let's go back to the title screen. And we got ourselves some plot. Seems Dr. Light's been arrested, so they really do believe that Dr. Light did it. Wonderful. No, he wouldn't, Otto. Yes, Otto is back as well. Yep, everyone other than the humans are quick to realize, yeah, Dr. Light's innocent, and Dr. Wily's the one that's doing all this. But everyone's stupid, so they assume that Dr. Light's responsible. So it's up to Mega Man to find proof that Dr. Light is innocent. Alrighty. So with one stage down, and I know it's kind of been a long part, kind of long for a Mega Man video anyway, but we will move on to the next Robot Master in part 2. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy this game as much as I do. I'll see you guys in the next part.